Good snap, the hold, the kick is up, the kick is good!
Will be a swing by Kramer, kept alive by Jalbert. Lucas with the attack off the side of the block for the kill.
Gazette, he looks to go off guard, tucks back inside to the A gap, and he gets in for the touchdown.
Harrington, angle, off a touch, diving, Dunbar, holy cats, wow!
Starcevic in the shotgun, play action, looking for a man, has him down the field to his brother Starcevic for the touchdown. It's 31 yards. Jake.
Halsted Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Well, hello everyone, and a good Friday evening to you, and welcome to the MAC, the Milner Area Community Center, as tonight the North Dakota Class B Region 1 Volleyball Tournament begins here tonight. It is play-in Friday night, and we've got a good one for you here on yourliveevent.com. It's the 6-11 matchup. It is the Bulldogs of Sargent County taking on the Lisbon Broncos here tonight from Milner. Winner advances into the region tournament. Winner keeps their season alive for at least a few more days until Monday. Loser has their season come to a close. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight on yourliveevent.com. This is the Irie Insurance Pre-Match Show. We will talk with both head coaches for both teams, both Jenna Anderson and Megan Johnson for Sargent County and Lisbon respectively. Also take a look at the bracket. We'll take a look at our out-of-town scoreboards as well as our starting lineups. All that leads us to a 7 o'clock first serve here from the MAC. This is the North Dakota Class B Region 1 Volleyball Tournament on yourliveevent.com.
Hometown Community Bank serves both the Hope Page and Maple Valley School Districts in Page and Fingal, North Dakota. If you're interested in an ag loan, real estate, consumer, commercial, or HELOC, give Dwight a call at either branch location. Reach out to Janine about investing in a certificate of deposit or save by opening a money market account. Proudly supporting the Maple River Raiders and wishing the athletes and coaches a successful year. Hometown Community Bank is an equal housing lender and member of the FDIC.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards, plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey swatch, autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. Call anytime, 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro.
There's more at 104. Hillsboro, North Dakota has everything you need on your next road trip. Food, fuel, fun, and family-friendly activities. Stop by and fill up your tank or grab a bite to eat. Have a blast at Goose River Golf Club, the swimming pool, or one of our beautiful parks. There's even ice skating and cross-country skiing. Take in the sights or stay the night so you don't miss a thing. Experience Hillsboro and see why there's more at 104.
Back here from the MAC, yourliveevent.com. Brady Siebel's with you, along with Vincent Sexton, our camera operator here today. So glad you could join us here from Milner. Again, this is the North Dakota Class B Region 1 Volleyball Tournament. This is Play-In Friday all across the state of North Dakota for those regions that do the Super Region format. Of course, back in the old days, it was the district tournaments, top 4 in each district. Well, a lot of regions have moved to the super regional format, so they seed you based upon the regular season. In this case, there are 12 teams in Region 1, so the top 4 get byes, then 5 through 12 have to try to play in tonight to try to advance to the region tournament getting underway on Monday here from Milner. Again, winners advance to the region tournament on Monday. A reminder, we will have that for you. We will have the Region 1 volleyball tournament for you on yourliveevent.com. Chase Miller with the audio-only broadcast from Kindred. We'll have all 4 games Monday, the semifinals on Tuesday, third place and championship game on Thursday here on yourliveevent.com. Again, thank you for joining us on our IRE Insurance pregame show. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve at IRE Insurance. They cover it all from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to ireinsurance.com to get a free quote. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll meet the teams. We'll talk with the head coach of the Lisbon Broncos, Coach Megan Johnson, her pre-match coach's comments when we return on yourliveevent.com.
Hillsboro Dairy, with delivery of fresh dairy products and more to your home door. I've had Hillsboro Dairy delivering cold, fresh dairy products and other items to my door for years. 3 main reasons why. It's the convenience, the products are fresh, and the delivery service from the Udder Guy. Nobody does it like the Udder Guy. Every week, we get the C-Teak. Please call him at 701-436-5877. Delivery right to your door from Hillsboro Dairy.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency providing protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency. Find them at 201 Main Street, Hunter.
Are you looking for your next vacation rental? Call or text Mason at Cleveguard Rentals 701-552-3181. Family fun, girls getaway, retreats, and get-togethers. Call or text Mason 701-552-3181. Located on West McDonald Lake, your vacation awaits.
Milner Grain understands that agriculture is your livelihood, and we're committed to providing you with the highest quality of services to meet your farming needs. Milner Grain has a passion for our community and the farmers we serve. Milner Grain is locally owned and operated. When you're looking for a partner in the field, look to Milner Grain. Call 701-427-5284 or check out Milner Grain's app with current up-to-date prices. Milner Grain is here to help you and your farm grow.
Back here, yourliveevent.com, our IRE Insurance pregame show. Let's meet the two teams. We'll start with the visitors here tonight. That is the Broncos of Lisbon. They come in as the number 11th ranked team in Region 1, 5-24 overall, 1-10 in region competition. These two teams played earlier this week, the regular season finale for both teams in Lisbon. It was the Bulldogs taking a straight sets 3-0 victory there on Monday night. The head coach is Megan Johnson. Her pre-match coach's comments.
Coach, I know maybe not the regular season you were hoping for, but hey, it's a new day. It's postseason, one game at a time, really.
You know what? Since playing them on Monday, we've kind of worked on a few things just that we realized and witnessed playing them Monday. So playing them again, I hope we can make those adjustments and come out on top.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll talk about that here in just a moment, but just kind of talk about the season, the growth, and the development that you've seen out of your girls so far throughout the last couple months.
Yeah, I mean, we switch up our lineup a lot, moving people around just to different positions and stuff like that. So seeing them adapt easily and getting kind of the skill work that they actually need, especially for our youngers, to come up next year is going to be awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. And as you mentioned, played them just on Monday, a straight sets loss there. What can you kind of take from that game and kind of build up to it to use for tonight?
Yeah, I mean, Sargent County's always been really aggressive. Carly Kajun's a great hitter. I mean, she got some pretty good swings against us. Their libero's pretty good as well. So if we can just kind of pick out their weaknesses and find the spots where they're not on the court, I think that'll be well for us.
With that, with a couple days off here or practices, what was the practice like? Kind of what were you working on over the last 3 days, really?
Yep, we were really working on just being in base, focusing on our next steps. So you alone as your position. What's the next thing that you have to think about? Trying not to overthink. Also being positive and just really getting the word out and letting our hitters know where to hit, how many blockers, so on and so forth. So just communication all over.
Give us a key for the Broncos here tonight.
Being optimistic and coming and giving everything out, leaving it all on the court.
Megan, thanks for the time. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Megan Johnson joining us on our Irie Insurance pre-match show. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll talk with the head coach of the Bulldogs, Jenna Anderson, her pre-match coach's comments when our Irie Insurance pre-match show continues on yourliveevent.com.
Mindak Market is located in the J.C. Penney wing in the West Acres Mall in Fargo with over 4,000 square feet of localness. Greg, Susan, Katie, Sarah, Melody, and staff are proud to promote the local products from North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota. Check out Mindak Market this holiday season to find the perfect stocking stuffers and samples of ready-to-go collections to ship. Stop by the store or check out their website at mindakmarket.com. That's mindakmarket.com to shop and order online. The Northern Cass School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Cass will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relationships, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Cass is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online to northerncasschool.org. That's northerncasschool.org.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
Transform your space with premium painting. Whether you're looking to remodel an existing space or add new construction from residential, commercial, and industrial, Premium Painting's team of experts delivers top-notch quality and attention to detail on time and on budget. Premium Painting offers services from drywall, wall coverings, millwork, and painting. For a free estimate, contact Forrest Treitel at paintfargo.com or call 701-200-2797.
Back here, yourliveevent.com. Our Irie Insurance pre-match show continues. Let's talk about the home team here tonight, the Bulldogs of Sargent County. Coming into tonight, they are the number 6 team in Region 1, 6-5 in region competition, coming in 19-13 overall. Again, picking up the victory just a couple of nights ago, Monday night, in the season finale against these same Lisbon Broncos, hoping for more of the same to advance in the region tournament. Jenna Anderson is the head coach. Her pre-match coach's comments.
Coach, I know it's cliche, but hey, it's tournament time, one day at a time, really.
Yeah, yep, we, looking ahead, but we got to take it one night at a time. We got to get through today before we can even worry about next week.
Yeah, how much was that talked about, the fact that, obviously everyone's kind of focused on Monday, but you have to play tonight in order to try to advance to Monday?
Yeah, so, with our gameplay, we played these guys on Monday, so we kind of had fresh in our minds what they were like, but we were looking back to what next week might bring and kind of practicing for that. But the logic was hey, if we're practicing for those teams, it's going to make us better for this team too.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll talk a little bit about that match on a Monday, but first let's just talk about what the last 3 days have been like at practice and kind of what the girls have been working on leading up to tonight.
Yeah, so we take Tuesday off. That's our last day with everybody at practice and kind of do our closing voting, do all of that stuff with our whole team. So it's been, we've been having a lot of fun, a lot of giggles, just wrapping up our season. We're excited about where we're at, and it definitely showed in the gym this week.
Yeah, then you mentioned it. Faced this team earlier this week on Monday. Just a straight set victory. Kind of what you saw out of that game, what you liked out of it.
I liked that we didn't quit. A lot of times in volleyball, it's easy to slow yourself down to match the pace of the other team, and we didn't let them do that. Like, we let them score the most in the first set, and then we kept them down the rest of the time.
Give us a key for the Bulldogs here tonight.
We just have to stay on task. We have to stay focused on our goal. We have to have fun. We have to play with our smiles on our faces because that's when we play our best.
Coach, thanks for the time. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Jenna Anderson joining us on our Irie Insurance pre-match show. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll take a look at that Region 1 bracket as well as the out-of-town scoreboard. And our neighbors up north, Region 2, going under their play-in matches as well. We'll take a look at those as well and more when we return on YourLiveEvent.com.
We offer the greatest broadband that anyone can subscribe to. And that's because of the infrastructure that we have been able to build over the last decade. We're talking 10 gigabit per customer. That's the network we're building. There's days I think about what's the network going to be after I retire, where it continues to evolve. And if it evolves as much as what it has in the last 73 years, we can't even dream what it's going to be in the future.
Riverside Building Center in Lisbon, North Dakota is Southeastern North Dakota's premier building supply headquarters. They have it all from the basic home improvements to complete pre-built homes. Their staff is knowledgeable in every product they sell and have over 110 combined years of experience. With their large inventory to sell from and a fleet of 6 delivery vehicles, Riverside Building Center in Lisbon can bring the products to your job site. From a hammer all the way to a home, they have you covered. Visit rbclisbon.com today. Riverside Building Center in Lisbon.
From on-site farm repairs to maintaining the condition of your vehicle, trust the staff at Welton's Tire Service. They've served the Lisbon area since 1972, guaranteeing customers satisfaction and workmanship from farm equipment, tire services, and preventative vehicle maintenance. You'll find it all from affordable prices, free estimates, to their knowledgeable technicians answering any question. Welton's Tire Service is locally owned and located on Main Street in Lisbon. For information, go online to weltonstire.net or call 701-683-5136.
The dedicated staff at Weimer Auto provides service and repair on cars, tractors, and trucks. In addition to auto and truck service, Weimer Auto is a CarQuest auto parts dealer. Plus, check out their selection of Alto's lawnmowers or bring your Alto's lawnmower for service. Weimer Auto is also a fast sprayer dealer as they carry and sell sprayer parts and storage tanks. For shop hours specials or CarQuest auto products, go online to WeimerAuto.com. Weimer Auto, located at 500 Highway 13 West in Weimer.
Back here, YourLiveEvent.com. Our pre-match show continues. Let's take a look at that Region 1 bracket here tonight, as well as other games going on YourLiveEvent.com. 4 play-in matchups here tonight. 3 of them are streaming right now as we speak on YourLiveEvent.com. Of course, we're here in Sargent County as the Bulldogs take on the Lisbon Broncos. Also streaming right now on YourLiveEvent.com. Hankinson travels to Wyndmere-Lidgerwood, as well as Tri-State travels to Maple River. And let's look at that Region 1 volleyball standing here. Top 4 seeds advance into Monday, into the second round of the region tournament. The top seed is Oak Grove. They were undefeated in Region 1 play. They will get the winner of the 8-9 matchup, which is Richland and Enderland. The 4 seed is the Kindred Vikings. They will get the winner of the 5-12 matchup, Maple River hosting Tri-State. The number 2 seed is the Jaguars of Northern Cass. They will get the winner of the 7-10 matchup. Hankinson travels to Wyndmere-Lidgerwood. And this matchup right here, the 6 seed Sargent County and the 11 seed Lisbon. Winner of this one will advance to take on the 3 seed Central Cass on Monday night. Again, all games of the Region 1 volleyball tournament Audio-only coverage can be found right here on yourliveevent.com. Our neighbors up to the north in Region 2 also getting their tournament underway here tonight with their play-in matchups. 11 teams total in Region 2, so they will have 3 play-in matchups. The top 5 advance to the quarterfinals on Monday. That region tournament starting Monday will be up in Grafton. Mayport CG is the number 1 overall seed. They will get the winner of the 8-9 matchup as North Border travels to Cavalier. 4 and 5 already decided. The second quarterfinal matchup will be the 4 seed Thompson taking on the number 5 seed Park River Fordville Lankin. Bottom side of the bracket, the Grafton Spoilers, the host Grafton Spoilers are the number 2 seed. They get the winner of the 7-10 matchup as Midway Minto travels to Hatton Northwood. And the number 3 seed is the Burrows of Hillsborough Central Valley. They will get the 6-11 winner as Larimore travels to Drayton Valley Edinburgh. That is a look at the Region 1 and Region 2 brackets here on yourliveevent.com. Region 2 tournament gets underway Monday as well, again in Grafton. We will have all matchups there, audio and video, full video streaming for you from Grafton for the Region 2 tournament. Take a break. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about our upcoming schedules on yourliveevent.com. This is the North Dakota Class B Region 1 Volleyball Tournament on yourliveevent.com.
In a world of chaos, you need superhero-level protection.
I keep telling everyone they need to get the right protection for their lifestyle. Some do. We do.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. Get the right protection for your lifestyle. Go to IRIinsurance.com to get a free quote and consultation.
Since its beginning, the Central Cass Booster Club has generated and helped sustain fan interest in the men's and women's athletic programs at Central Cass High School. Through the years, that mission has broadened to also enhance the youth programs throughout the community. For more information, search Central Cass Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. That's centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Squirrels!
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Are you looking for your next vacation rental? Call or text Mason at Cleave Guard Rentals 701-552-3181. Family fun, girls getaway, retreats and get-togethers. Call or text Mason 701-552-3181. Located on West McDonald Lake, your vacation awaits.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neelsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argusville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
Back here on our IRE Insurance pre-match show, the broadcast of this tournament game has been authorized by special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. Busy time of the year here for us at yourliveevent.com. Of course, as we mentioned, 3 matchups here tonight from the Region 1 tournament. Also as well, playoff football tomorrow afternoon. High noon, 11:30 pregame show. We will have a matchup between the Kindred Vikings and the Central Cass Squirrels. Audio only for that. Chase Miller on the play-by-play. I'll be down on the sidelines in Kindred for the Class Single A football matchup between the Squirrels and the Vikings. Again, as we mentioned, Region 1, Monday through Thursday in Kindred. Chase Miller with the audio-only coverage for you on yourliveevent.com. And then the Region 2 tournament is up in Grafton. We will have the full video coverage for you. Jake Berkemeyer as well as James Martin's having the call there from Grafton as it's the Region 2 volleyball tournament. Also, the EDC volleyball tournament, Class A, begins their tournament time here this weekend as well. We will have coverage for you on yourliveevent.com. Tuesday night, we will have the 4-seed West Fargo Horace taking on the winner of the 5-12 matchup, either Wahpeton or West Fargo High. We'll have that for you. A 6 o'clock first serve, a 5:30 pre-match show on yourliveevent.com. We'll also have one of the semifinal matchups on Thursday as well. To be determined about that, exactly who the matchup will be. And then we'll have all three games of the two state qualifiers as well as the EDC championship for you next Saturday. All of those can be found on yourliveevent.com. Just make sure you go to our schedules page on yourliveevent.com to see the updated schedule as we're finalizing or finishing up our spring sports season. And then, hey, before you know it, it's already November. In just a few weeks, we'll get ready for our winter sports season with wrestling, boys and girls volleyball, and more to come. That is all up ahead on yourliveevent.com. So, again, just visit us, yourliveevent.com, to take a look at our schedule for our upcoming matchups here on YLE. Take a break, come back with more as we get ready for our first serve on our Irie Insurance pre-match show. This is the North Dakota Class B Region 1 volleyball tournament on yourliveevent.com.
RDK, your local precision planting dealer in Hillsboro, is now Agassi Precision Ag.
RDK 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 is now Agassi Precision Ag. You heard that right. RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer in Hillsboro, is now Agassi Precision Ag. Same location, employees, and customer service you deserve. Visit us at planterdoc.com.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
At Bank North, we strive to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. One transaction, one relationship, and one community at a time. We do it by supporting kids and schools, pitching in to help neighbors in need, partnering with rural businesses, and providing all the traditional and modern banking products and personalized lending services you expect from a reliable financial partner. Bank North, always true.
Back here on yourliveevent.com, our pre-match show wrapping up here from Irie Insurance. Again, IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote. Thank you to all the sponsors that you will see and hear throughout this broadcast. Of course, whenever possible, please patronize these businesses. At the very least, stop on in and tell them thank you, as without them, this coverage would not be possible. Including in that, our scoreboard here tonight, our beautiful scoreboard on that lower part of your screen. That is brought to you by Dakota Heritage Bank. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. With locations in North Dakota and Minnesota, dhb.bank. Again, we thank you for joining us here on yourliveevent.com. The North Dakota Class B Region 1 Volleyball Tournament, the 6-11 matchup, the Lisbon Broncos and the Sargent County Bulldogs. Again, these two teams played Monday night in the season finale in Lisbon, a match that we had for you on yourliveevent.com. It was the Bulldogs picking up the 3-0 victory to secure that number 6 seed here in the Region 1 tournament. We'll take a break. When we come back, our starting lineups and our first serve, that is upcoming when we return on yourliveevent.com.
Jay Rondon, I live in Mission Court in Ada, Minnesota. Here, a lot of people like it here. Well, what could be better?
I'm Molly, and I have lived here a little over 3 years now. I like the fact that I don't have stairs or elevators, and there's always some activities around here.
You can't help but like it here. That's what I say.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
We love our pets, accidents and messes included. Shaw Floor's Pet Perfect Carpet helps you love confidently with protection from everyday messes and odors. Designed with the whole family in mind, Pet Perfect features built-in protection from staining, fading, and pet hair. Make tails wag with Shaw Floor's Pet Perfect. Designed for you, perfect for your pet.
Available at Carpet World, 17th Avenue South, online at carpetworldfargo.com.
Back here on yourliveevent.com, our pre-match coaches' comments. We'll start with the Broncos of Lisbon, starting with a senior, Haley Quall, a sophomore, number 3, Bryn Wiltsey, a junior, number 4, Riot Wertman, a senior, number 5, Brea Sweet, a junior, number 7, Emerson Schwab, junior, number 8, Aubrey Opp, sophomore number 11, Cameron Hoff, and sophomore number 12, Taryn Gilbert. Head coach of the Lisbon Broncos is Megan Johnson. Our starting lineups for our home team here tonight, the Bulldogs of Sargent County, starting with a senior number 4, Chloe Bogart. A senior number 5, Emma Bixby. A senior number 13, Liliana Lee. A sophomore, number 18, Mackenzie Nagowski. A junior, number 22, Carly Kadoon. A senior, number 32, Sadie Newstall. And a sophomore, number 34, Anong Dang. That is the starting lineup for the Bulldogs of Sargent County. Jenna Anderson is the head coach for the Bulldogs. Broncos here tonight in the white uniforms with red and yellow striping along the sleeve. Red numbers outlined in yellow. For the Bulldogs of Sargent County, the navy blue uniforms with white numbers outlined in silver here tonight on yourliveevent.com. That was our starting lineups. That was our Irie Insurance pre-match show here tonight on yourliveevent.com. Again, thank you for joining us here tonight. Brady Siebel's on the call. Vincent Sexton on the camera work here from Sargent County. And winner of this gets the number 3 seed in the Squirrels of Central Cass here tonight. Again, stick with us here tonight throughout the broadcast. At the end of the match, we'll have our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, as well as a reaction from the coaches and players here tonight from Milner, from the MAC, the Milner Area Community Center. Starting lineups have concluded, and both teams in their last minute words from their head coach, and then onto the floor for their rotations here tonight from Milner. Again, thank you so much for all of you that have joined us here on yourliveevent.com. As the Broncos will have first serve here tonight, that is number 8, Aubrey Opp, back to the service line to start here from Milner. Our first serve at 7:05 tonight. Played by the Bulldogs and sent across back to Lisbon, and a misplay there, and it results in our first points of the matchup. Sargent County gets the side out. They take our first point here tonight. They lead 1-0 on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. That's 13. That's Leanna Lee with the serve across, received by the Broncos, set by Workman, and then free ball pushed across by Wiltsey back to Sargent County. Bixby from the barrel position sends it out of bounds. Too strong, and we're tied at 1-1. 7, Charlie Wilprecht checking in for Sargent County, and sent across by Kadoon, and it results in the point. Quickly a 2-1 advantage for the Bulldogs. 27, Mallory Bogart checking in. She'll go back to serve for the Bulldogs. Serve sent across, received. Set there by Opp, and then hit across by Wiltsey back to Sargent County. The set is over to Kadoon, and hits the net, falls back, and we're tied at 2 apiece. Trading sideouts here to begin set number 1. As 7, Emerson Schwab in for the Broncos. Hoff with the serve across. Set is to Bogart, who tips it across back to the Broncos. Set blocked at the net, but it falls down for the point. That was Schwab on the kill, and the Broncos take their first lead of the matchup at 3-2. That's 12. Taryn Gilbert with the service point. She'll serve it across again, and we'll get a lift. And another Bronco point at 4-2. Gilbert back to serve once again. 4-2 early on set number 1. Received there by Bixby and sent over on 2. Back to the Broncos. The set by Opp. Battle at the net. Stays with the Broncos and hit across by Wortman back to the Bulldogs. Set by Newstall. The hit across by Bogart. It's dug up by the Broncos and over on 2 by Opp. The Bulldogs with it and hit across the net. Kadoon off the top of the tape gets the home court bounce, and it results in a point and a side out for Sargent County. 3-4. Chloe Bogart back to serve. Serve sent across, set by Opp, and then pushed across by Schwab back to Sargent County. Hit over there by Nagowski and received by the Broncos, and the hit is too long by Wiltsey. And back-to-back points have given Sargent County a tied-up score. Chloe Bogart back to serve her first service point. She serves it across again. Received there by Wortman, bumped, and then hit across by Hoff. Back to Sargent County. Kadoon with the hit, dug up there by the Broncos. Up, and then from the back row, sent across by Sweet at the net, and it falls to the floor. That was Wortman on the swing, but nonetheless, it results in a Bronco point. They retake the lead at 5-4. 13, Ava Adar checking in for Lisbon, as is Haley Quall, the libero. She will serve, battle at the net, and sent across by Schwab. Right back to the Broncos. Set there by Adar and hit across by Workman. Sargent County trying to save it. They do so with Kadoon. Back to Lisbon and tipped across. Sargent County will run the attack and free ball sent across by Kadoon, and it finds the back corner. Carly Kadoon with the point. And we're tied up at 5 apiece. 5-5. As Kadoon with the serve, and it's an ace serve. (6-5). Kadoon back to serve it across again. And then pushed across by the Broncos. Back over, Lee for the point. Liliana Lee gets the kill for Sargent County. Make it 7-5. Kadoon back to serve across again. Receive there, that's Gilbert. Set and swung across by Wiltsey, and it's blocked at the net. It's another Bulldog point. 8-5. 22, Kadoon into the net, service air. First one of the matchup, and that will give the side out and serve back to Lisbon. 6-8 they trail. Bryn Wiltsey will serve. Receive there, Kadoon, the set by Newstall and hit across by Lee, but it's dug up by the Broncos, and free ball sent across by Wiltsey. Back to Sargent County, tipped across, Lee. Dug up, and Wortman over on 3. Set and miss hit there by Kadoon. Tried to set up Nagowski, but a little bit too strong. Out of bounds, it falls to the floor. 7-8. Wiltsey back to serve again after a first service point. Lee for the Bulldogs, but it's dug up. The set by Adar, hit across and blocked. Stays with the Broncos. Wiltsey over on 3. Set there and tipped at the net. And Lee tried to get the touch pass, just unable to get it over the net. Pointing saying, my bad, and it results in another point. And now a tie matchup at 8-8. Newstall with the set, and Bixby across on 3. Lisbon with it, and tipped across over by Gilbert. Back to Sargent County. The set tipped across, dug up by Lisbon, and the swing by Wortman blocked at the net, stays with the Broncos, and the set is punched across by Schwab. Back over on 2 by Newstall. Lisbon back with it, and hit across by Wortman, and it finds a spot along the back line. Riot Wortman with the point. And the Bulldogs will take the Broncos will take a 9-8 lead, and that will force a Sargent County timeout. We'll take one as well. Set 1, Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Lisbon leads Sargent County 9-8 on yourliveevent.com.
Since its beginning, the Central Cass Booster Club has generated and helped sustain fan interest in the men's and women's athletic programs at Central Cass High School. Through the years, that mission has broadened to also enhance the youth programs throughout the community. For more information, search Central Cass Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. That's centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Squirrels!
9-8, set number 1, yourliveevent.com. Thank you so much for joining us here as our Region 1 play-in matchup here, our first round. Winner of this plays Central Cass in the nightcap on Monday night in Kindred. Wiltsey back to serve. Received. Newstall with the set and hit across by Lee, and it finds the back corner. Liana Lee with her second kill gets the side out on the point back to Sargent County at 9-9. Newstall to serve and hits the top of the tape, falls back on the Sargent County side. Second service error and a side out back to Lisbon at 10-9. 5. Rhea Sweet back in. She will serve. Serve is just a bit long. It goes out of bounds. First service error on Lisbon, and we're tied up at 10. Dang checking back in. She will take the front row for Sargent County. As the libero, Bixby back to serve. And it's a misplay on the receive. It results in an ace. And a point back to Sargent County at now 11-10. Bixby with the serve across again into the net. Third service error already here in set number 1. Evens it up at 11 apiece. 8, Aubrey Opp. Checking in, she'll serve. Into the net, service error number 2 on the Broncos. Side out goes back to Sargent County at 12-11. Largest lead has been 3 for the Bulldogs and 2 for the Broncos. At the net, hit across by Workman, and a misplay there on the dig attempt, and it's a point. Riot Workman on the point, and we're tied at 12. 12-12-6. Brindley Differding will check in. She will serve. Sent across. Set by Newstall and hit across. Dang through a block for the point. Anong Dang with the side out for Sargent County. She'll check out. 13-12. As 27, Mallory Bogart checking in. She'll serve. Pushed over on 3 by Wiltsey. Back to Sargent County at the net. Swing. And the point. That one, Kadoon with her third kill. Block attempt went straight down. Hits the floor. 14-13. Bogart with the serve again. Over on 3 by Hoff for the Broncos. Set by Newstall and free ball sent across by Chloe Bogart, sent across and the kill there. Bryn Wiltsey. 13-14. 7, Emerson Schwab checking back in. She'll take the front row as Sweet checks out. Taryn Gilbert with the serve across. Over on 2 by Newstall. It's dug up by the Broncos, and the set is over to Hoff. She'll swing across. Dug up by Sargent County, and the tip over by Bogart. Broncos trying to save it. They do so. Free ball sent across by Gilbert. Back to Sargent County. Set is to Kadoon for the point. Carly Kadoon, kill 4. Sargent County gets the side out. 15-13. 18, Mackenzie Nagowski checking back in. 4, Chloe Bogart back to serve. Lisbon with the receive and tipped across by Schwab, but it's out of bounds along the far sideline. 16-13. 3-point lead, largest it's been, tied for the largest it's been for Sargent County. They led at 1 point at 8-5. Bogart with the serve across again. The back set is over to Hoff. She'll hit it across. Sargent County back with it and hit across by Kadoon. Broncos trying to save it, unable to do so, and the point goes back to Sargent County at now 17-13. 4-point lead, largest it's been for the Bulldogs here tonight. Bogart now with 3 service points, serves it across again, set by Opp, over on 2. Great play there, trying to catch the Bulldogs snapping a little bit to perfection. In the point for Lisbon, 14-17. The libero, Haley Quall, checking in. She will serve. Received, and the set is over to Kadoon for the point. 18-14. Side out. The Bulldogs get the serve right back. 22, Carly Kadoon back to serve. Hits the top of the tape. Makes its way over and hit across by Wiltsey. Back to Sargent County. Lee with the tip across. Quall set by Adar and able to get it over the net is Wiltsey. Back to Sargent County. Give and go and back to the Broncos. Block! Schwab's hit attempt blocked by Lee. And it's a point to Sargent County. It's 19-14, a 5-point lead. Kadoon back to serve across again. It's misplayed. It's another ace, her second tonight. And that will make it 20-14 on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Timeout. Broncos will take one as well on yourliveevent.com.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Update from the Region 1 tournament in set number 1. Wyndmere Lidgewood leads Hankinson 21-12. Whereas in Towers City, Maple River and Tri-State, Maple River takes set number 1. They lead Tri-State in that second set 7-1. Both those matches currently streaming right now as well on yourliveevent.com. And thank you for joining us here on YLE. 20-14 is the lead for Sargent County as we play from the MAC in Milner. Kadoon back to serve it across again, and it's a misplay this time by Differding. Another service point. Another ace. It's 21-14. Kadoon back to serve once again, this time into the net. Fourth service error. If you talk with Coach Anderson, probably one of the things that she's not hoping to get better throughout the game, as that's the fourth service error here already in set number 1. And the hit is long by the Bulldogs, and another point, make it 16-21. Wiltsey now with 3 service points. She serves it again. Newstill with the set. Bixby from the back row, dug up by the Broncos. This set by Adair and hit across. Lee, and the point. Liliana Lee gets the side out. 22-16. Newstill with the serve across. Set is over to Wertman, blocked at the net, stays with the Broncos. And the set this time over by Wertman once again, dug up by Sargent County and tipped across by Lee. Back to Lisbon, set. And tip over and returned right back. Nagowski with the tip, but it falls out of bounds along the near sideline just in front of the Bronco bench. Point for Lisbon at now 17-22. Serve is dug up. Kadoon, and then free ball sent across by Nagowski. Back to Lisbon. Block at the net. Lee! Liliana Lee with another block kill. That's the point. 23-17. Dang checking back in. She'll go to the front row, as is Bogart. Serve is by Emma Bixby. Hit sent across, and we'll get a tip at the net and a point for Lisbon. 18-23. Aubrey Opp checking back in. She'll serve for Lisbon. 23-18. Serve sent across. Set by Newstill. Lee down the line, not in bounds. And another Bronco point. Not going down easy. Couple straight points. Brings them back within 4 at 19-23. Opp with the serve across again. Hit across by Bogart, dug up. Set by the Broncos and into the net on the swing by Hoff. Side out, 24-19, set point for the Bulldogs. Liliana Lee back to serve. Set by Opp, pushed across Hoff, and played by Newstall. It falls to the floor, and a point for the Broncos. Side out, 20-24. Seven, Charlie Wilpricht checking back in for the Bulldogs. Serve sent across by Brindley Differding. And free ball sent across over by Cadoon, back to the Broncos. Up with the set, the swing there by Gilbert. And Sargent County able to get it back across. Lisbon will try to play with it, and from the back row, sent across by Sweet. Hits the net, falls back to the floor, and the point goes to Sargent County, and that will be a set victory, 25-20 in set number 1 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Our set recap here on YourLiveEvent.com really started out back and forth. We had ties at 4, we had ties at 8. Lisbon actually took the lead a couple of times, 10-9, 11. 10-9 was their last lead, and then Sargent County able to just kind of get string a couple of points together. Their largest lead at one point was 7 at 21-14. Give credit to Lisbon. They fight back, but just run out of points do the Broncos as Sargent County takes the first set 25-20. And they take an early 1-0 advantage here on YourLiveEvent.com. Cadoon with 5 kills, Lee with 3. Cadoon also with 5 service points. Chloe Bogart with 3 service points for Sargent County. For Lisbon, Wertman had 2 kills, a kill apiece for Wiltsey, Schwab, and Opp. And Bryn Wiltsey with 3 service points to lead the Lisbon Broncos. Set number 1 goes in favor of Sargent County. We'll be back with set number 2 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Hometown Community Bank serves both the Hope Page and Maple Valley School Districts in Page and Fingal, North Dakota. If you're interested in an ag loan, real estate, consumer, commercial, or HELOC, give Dwight a call at either branch location. Reach out to Janine about investing in a certificate of deposit or save by opening a money market account. Proudly supporting the Maple River Raiders and wishing the athletes and coaches a successful year. Hometown Community Bank is an equal housing lender and member of the FDIC.
Set number 2 here on YourLiveEvent.com as the Sargent County Bulldogs will serve with Liliana Lee back to the Lisbon Broncos, and free ball sent across by Gilbert back to Sargent County. And the swing there to Cadoon for another kill. That's number 6 for her tonight as Sargent County on the scoreboard early here in set number 1, 1-0. Liliana Lee back to serve once again. Now that's her first service point. She serves it across again. Swing across by Gilbert, and we'll get a net violation. That's 22. That's Cadoon on the net violation. Side out, back to Lisbon. Tied at 1. 1-1. Aubrey Opp back to serve. Received by the Bulldogs. This set by Newstall and hit across by Bixby from the back row. It goes out of bounds, and Lisbon with a 2-1 lead. Up with the serve across again. Battle at the net, and point to Sargent County as Cadoon there. Tips it across. Tied at 2. So side out 2-2. 27, Mallory Bogart. Back to serve. Receive there, sweet, and then free ball across by Gilbert. Back to Sargent County. Through the block for the point. That's Cadoon once again. 3-2. Bogart back to serve again. Received there, sweet, and then free ball sent across by Gilbert. Back to Sargent County. Set by Newstill, the swing across. That's Cadoon again. (4-2). Bogart back to serve again. Sends it across, sweet. Set by Opp and hit across by Wertman. Dug up by the Bulldogs and over on three by Chloe Bogart. Back to Lisbon. Gilbert over on three. Sargent County set the swing. Once again, it's Newstill to Cadoon for the point. 5-2. Bogart back to serve again. Sweet and no second touch. Bogart with her 5th service point. And it's 6-2 in favor of the Sargent County Bulldogs. Bogart back at the service line. She'll send it across, and it's another ace. 7-2. Here early on in set number 2. Sargent County leads 1-0, and trying to save it is Lisbon, and they're unable to do so. Would have been 4 hits, so they'll just let it fall to the floor. 8-2. Bogart again to serve. And this time into the net, 5th service point, or 5th service error by Sargent County. Gets the side out. 3-8, they trail. Brindley Differding will check back in. She will serve. Set there by Newstill and hit across at the net. They'll say it was blocked, so it stays with Sargent County, and then tipped across by Bogart. Lisbon trying to save it. They're unable to do so. Last touch, a diving up, but it falls to the floor, and it's another Bulldog point. Make it 9-3. Chloe Bogart back to serve. Sends it across, dug up, set by Opp, and the swing across. Wiltsey able to get it across. Newstill punches it over. Back to Lisbon, and Wiltsey on the tip across. Set, and this time it works to perfection. Newstill to Cadoon once again. Make it 10-3. Bogart back to serve now after 4th service point. Gilbert sends it over for the Broncos. Too strong, out of bounds. And it's now 11-3. 11-3. The Broncos will take a timeout. We'll take one as well. Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard set number 2. Sargent County leads 1-0 here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Set number 2, Sargent County leads 1-0. Again, the broadcast of this tournament game has been authorized by special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. It's 11-3. Chloe Bogart back to serve. Played there, Quall bumped and then tipped across by Wiltsey, and unable to get it over is Nagowski, and the point side out to Lisbon. 4-11 they trail. 12, Taryn Gilbert checking back in, or back to serve. Emma Bixby back in for Sargent County. The serve goes right to her and hit over on 3 by Kadoon. Too strong, out of bounds. 5-11. Gilbert now with 3 service points. Serves it across again into the net. Third service error on Lisbon. Side out. 12-5. Lee back in for the Bulldogs. Kadoon with the serve across. It's not returned. And it's another point for Sargent County at 13-5. Carly Kadoon back to serve. Up and then pushed across by Schwab back to Sargent County. Lee with the swing across, out of bounds along the back line. Point goes back to Lisbon, 6-13. Haley Quall back to serve for Lisbon. The libero sends it over, out of bounds. Fourth service error, 2 in each set, and a point back to Sargent County. 14-6. 32, Newstill back to serve. Bumped and then hit across for the point. Bryn Wiltsey, her second kill tonight. Side out for the Broncos. 7-14, they trail. Wortman back in for Lisbon. 3. Wiltsey back to serve. Serve sent across. Set and then tipped across by Lee. Back to the Broncos. Set there by Adair. Block at the net, and it finds a spot. Point to the Bulldogs. 15-7. As Dang will check back in for Sargent County. Bixby with the serve across. Wiltsey. Quall, and then free ball sent across by Gilbert. Back to Sargent County, set by Newstill, hit by Dang, dug up there. Quall, bumped by Adair, and at the net. Dang might have got a piece of it on the block. And the point to Sargent County at 16-7. Bixby serving it across again. It's a misplay, and it's another point. 17-7. Emma Bixby back to serve once again. Broncos trying to send it over, and it does, but nope. It hits the ceiling and then falls back over. That's an automatic dead ball out of bounds, and it's another point for Sargent County. It's 18-7 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard in set number 2. Timeout called by the Broncos. We'll take one as well on yourliveevent.com.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards, plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey, swatch, autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. Call anytime, 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro.
Back here, yourliveevent.com. It's 18-7 in favor of Sargent County, looking to take an early 2-0 lead here on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Emma Bixby back to serve. Quall, and then free ball sent across by Schwab. Back to Sargent County. Bixby from the back row in the libero position. Quall to bounce pinballs around to Wiltsey. Eventually falls to the floor, and it's another Bulldog point, 19-7. Bixby now with 4 service points. Serves it across again. Adair and tipped at the net. It rolls around there, eventually falls back to the Broncos, and then it hits back over by Wortman for the point. Riot Wortman gets the point for Lisbon. They side out at 8-19. Five, that is Brea Sweet checking in, and she will serve. Hit goes right back to her and over on two. Adair dug up by Sargent County. Hit across through a block. Lee, saved by the Broncos. The set is over to Workman and too strong out of bounds. But no, we'll get a whistle. And we'll get a net violation on Lee. So Lisbon retains serve. They get the point at 9-19. Sweet with the serve across again and tipped across. Diving dig there for it was Workman, and then it just falls, hits her, rolls down her back, and it falls to the floor for another Bulldog point at 20-9. And make it now 21-9. As Liliana Lee with the point from the serve. 21-9. This one let's serve. It goes over and free ball across by Gilbert. We'll get a whistle and they'll say 4 hits called on the Broncos. Another Sargent County point. 22-9. Qual will check out for Lisbon. Lee back to serve it across again. It's a misplay there by Wiltsey. And another point. Sargent County now 23-9. Liliana Lee back to serve it across again. Sargent County 2 points away from the set 2 victory. Hit across by Workman. Dig attempt. Goes back the other side out of bounds. And a point. Lisbon, they get the side out. 10-23 they trail. Hoff back in for Lisbon, and the serve is by Opp. As Cadoon there once again on the swing for the point. It's 24-10. Set point. Dang checks out. 27. Mallory Bogart will serve with set point. Dug up there. Bumped by Opp. Hit across by Hoff. Bixby hits the ceiling. Trying to save it, and then Bixby will send it over, but too strong out of bounds. Side out back to Lisbon. 11-24. Set point remains with Sargent County. 6. Brynlee Differding will check in. She will serve for Lisbon. Serve sent across. Set and then pushed across by Bogart back to Lisbon. Back set is over to Hoff. She'll send it out of bounds along the near sideline right in front of the Sargent County bench. It's a point, and it's a set number 2 victory for Sargent County. They take set number 2, 25-11. 25-11, as they'll take a 2-0 advantage on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Take a break, set number 3 when we return on YourLiveEvent.com.
There's more at 104. Hillsborough, North Dakota has everything you need on your next road trip. Food, fuel, fun, and family-friendly activities. Stop by and fill up your tank or grab a bite to eat. Have a blast at Goose River Golf Club, the swimming pool, or one of our beautiful parks. There's even ice skating and cross-country skiing. Take in the sights or stay the night so you don't miss a thing. Experience Hillsborough and see why there's more at 104.
Hillsborough Dairy, with delivery of fresh dairy products and more to your home door. I've had Hillsborough Dairy delivering cold, fresh dairy products and other items to my door for years. 3 main reasons why. It's the convenience, the products are fresh, and the delivery service from the Udder Guy. Nobody does it like the Udder Guy. Every week, we get the C-Teak. Please call him at 701-436-5877. Delivery right to your door from Hillsborough Dairy.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
Getting ready to start set number 3 here on YourLiveEvent.com as the Bulldogs of Sargent County, they lead 2-0 on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard here on YourLiveEvent.com. We'll take a look at the other Region 1 matchups here in set number 3. Maple River has a 2-0 advantage. They lead in that third set 23-6. So Maple River 2 points away from advancing. Wyoming Lidgewood and Hankinson is playing in set number 2 as well, with the Warbirds leading 1-0. Back to action here, YourLiveEvent.com, as Sargent County with it, and Cadoon over on 3, back to Lisbon. Opp with the set and pushed over by Gilbert. Back to the Bulldogs. The set is to Lee, and it'll go out of bounds. And our first points of the match, or of the set, go to Lisbon. They lead 1-0. As another point, make it 2-0 in favor of Lisbon here early on. Opp with her third service point, 1 in each set. 2-0, Opp back to serve again. Received, set, and then over from the back row by Cadoon, back to Lisbon. Set over to Workman for the point. Right, Workman with kill number 5. 2 in the first, 2 in the second, now 1 in the third. And it's 3-0 early on here in favor of the Broncos. Opp with the serve across again and goes right back to Lisbon. Over on 3 through a block. That is Cameron Hoff for the point. And it's 4-0 in favor of Lisbon. 4-0. Opp back to serve again now with 5 service points. Diving dig over on 2. Blocked at the net there. Hoff trying to save it is Sargent County. They are unable to do so. And quickly it's 5-0 in favor of the Broncos, as that will force an early timeout from Coach Jenna Anderson and the Sargent County Bulldogs. The Broncos lead in set number 3, 5-0 on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, YourLiveEvent.com.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency providing protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency. Find them at 201 Main Street, Hunter.
Back here, YourLiveEvent.com. Wyoming Lidgewood takes set number 2 to take a 2-0 advantage over Hankinson. And Maple River, the straight sets victory over Tri-State to advance in the Region 1 tournament. We'll do a full recap of that a little bit later on here tonight. As the hit is across, Workman there for Lisbon. And it's another point. It's 6-0. In favor of the Broncos. Opp back to serve it across again. Set there, Newstall, and across to Lee. Dug up there by Hoff. Set, Opp, and then hit back over to Sargent County. Set is to Bogart. She'll take a swing. Broncos trying to recover. They do so. Free ball over by Workman as Cadoon hits the ceiling and eventually over by Bixby, and it finds a piece of the line along the far sideline. And a much-needed side out there from Sargent County. 1-6 they trail. Bixby finding a spot, getting a piece of that white line. And the side out. Lee with the serve across, and then free ball sent across by Gilbert back to the Bulldogs. Set there, Newstall over, and Cadoon Able to get a piece of it was Wiltsey, and then free ball sent across by Sweet back to Sargent County. Set over, they'll try it again. This time, Newstall to Kadoon to perfection. And another Sargent County point, 2-6 they trail. Lee now with her fifth service point tonight. Serves it across again, and free ball sent over by Hoff back to Sargent County and return right back Kadoon. Dug up there by the Broncos and hit across, but too strong by Wertman. 3 straight points. Sargent County has cut the deficit in half now, 3-6. Lee with the serve across once again. At the net, able to get it over is up, but they'll say she stepped past that center line. And it's a point to the Bulldogs. Now 4-6 they trail. Lee back to serve it across again. Up with the set, Hoff with the swing across, dug up there Bixby, and over on 2. Newstall back to Lisbon, hit across, Hoff, but it's dug up. Bixby on 2, and then hit across by Newstall on 3, dug up there. Sweet, and free ball sent across by Wiltsey. Back to Sargent County, the tip, Kadoon from Newstall for the point. 5 straight points has gotten Sargent County within 1. Liliana Lee back to serve. Serve across, Sweet with the dig, set, and over. Hoff, too strong, out of bounds. And we're tied 6 apiece. Nope, they'll say it was in fact touched. They'll say it got a piece of a Sargent County Bulldog, and so point goes to Lisbon. Side out at 7-5. Wortman back to serve. Newstall to Kadoon once again for the point. Side out 6-7. Dang checks out, that's 27. Mallory Bogart in, she will serve. Serve across, op, and give Wiltsey. Able to recover and dig it up is Sargent County over on 2. Newstall back to Lisbon. Hit across, Gilbert. Chloe Bogart. Newstall and tipped across by Kadoon. Dug up there by the Broncos and hit across from the back row was Wertman, but into the net. And we're tied at 7. 7 out of the last 8 points has brought a 6-0 Sargent County deficit to an all-square 7-7 set. Gilbert over on 3, back to the Bulldogs, and Bixby tried to send it over, instead hits the net. Falls to the floor, side out back to Lisbon. They retake the lead at 8-7. Taryn Gilbert back to serve. Serve sent across and over. Newstall, excuse me, that's Kadoon. Too strong, out of bounds. 9-7. Gilbert now with 4 service points. Newstall over on 2. Back to the Broncos and tipped across. Dug up there. Sargent County with it on the attack and tipped across by Kadoon. Back to Lisbon. Back set is over to Hoff. She'll send it over. Chloe Bogart with the dig. Set. Give back to Bogart. Dig there up. Battle at the net. Return back to Sargent County. And off the tape, they'll say a Bronco. That was Wiltsey, got a piece of it. And Bixby sends it over. Emma Bixby. Side out. 8-9. Bixby will go out 18. Mackenzie Nagowski back in, as is the libero for Lisbon, Haley Quall. 4, Chloe Bogart back to serve. Dug up, bumped by Opp, and then hit across by Emerson Schwab. Dug up there by the Bulldogs, and free ball across. Back to Lisbon, blocked at the net. Lisbon with it and tipped across by Hoff. Bulldogs trying to save it. They do so, and then across by Nagowski. Back to Lisbon from the back row through a block for a point. Riot Wertman. Lisbon now back to a 2-point lead at 10-8 after the side out. 11. Cameron Hoff will serve for Lisbon. 10-8, let's serve. It goes over. Bixby. Newstall to Kadoon. Dug up. At the net, over on 3 there by Ava Adair. Back to Sargent County. And this time, Newstall to Kadoon for the point. 9-10. (22) Carly Kadoon to serve for Sargent County. Played by Gilbert, bumped and hit over by Wertman. Back to Sargent County. They return it right back to Lisbon. The set this time to Wiltsey. Tipped at the net, stays with Sargent County. At the net, Nagowski, too strong, out of bounds. Point to Lisbon, 11-9. 6, Brindley Differding checking back in. She will serve. 11-9. Serve sent across, set, and hit over by Lee at the net. Falls to the floor, point to Sargent County. 10-11. Sent across, set, Adair and returned over, dug up, and Bixby from the libero position. It was played by Gilbert, but no second touch. And Sargent County has tied it up again at 11 apiece. 11-11. Sadie Newstall with her first service point. She serves it across again. And free ball sent across, Differding back to Lisbon. Lee. Differding with the dig. Wertman, and then free ball sent across by Quall. Back to Sargent County. The set is over to Mallory Bogart. Dug up by the Broncos. Set to Wertman. She'll send it across. Dug up there, Kadoon, and Bogart over. Blocked at the net. Stays with Sargent County. Bogart with the chance again. Dug up. Set and hit across by Schwab. Dug up there by the Bulldogs. From the back row, Kadoon. Broncos with it. Battle at the net. It falls and goes over and returned right back to the Broncos. Quall over on 3. Played there. Kadoon and then Bixby over. Back to Lisbon. Set. Adair over. Wertman for the point. Right, Wertman, that's 8 kills for her. Point to Lisbon. 12-11. 5. Bria Sweet checking in. She will serve. 12-11, Lisbon leads. Serve sent across, over on 2 by Lee, played by the Broncos. Sweet and Wertman over, and too strong, out of bounds. And we're tied at a dozen apiece. 12-12. For Chloe Bogart back in, as is 34. Anong Dang for Sargent County. Emma Bixby to serve into the net. 6th service error. Side out back to Lisbon at 13-12. 8. Aubrey Opp back in to serve. Serve sent across. Kadoon set and over by Lee. Dug up by Opp. Sweet and punched across. Wertman back to Sargent County. Set is to Chloe Bogart. She'll swing it across. Dug up by the Broncos. And over on 3 by Hoff. Back to Sargent County. Lee with the swing across. Dug up, goes right back to Sargent County. And Lee across this time hits the top of the tape. The home court, home net bounce as Liliana Lee gets the point. And Sargent County able to tie it up once again. They've tied it up a couple times, have not led in this set yet. 13-13. And hit across by Wertman back to Sargent County. Kadoon for the point. Kadoon from Newstall. And Sargent County takes that first lead of the set at 14-13. Lee with the serve across. That was her 8th service point. The Broncos unable to return it, and it's now 15-13, and that will force Megan Johnson to take a timeout on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. In set number 3, Sargent County leads 15-13. North Dakota Class B Region 1 Volleyball Tournament on yourliveevent.com.
Are you looking for your next vacation rental? Call or text Mason at Cleave Guard Rentals 701-552-3181. Family fun, girls getaway, retreats and get-togethers. Call or text Mason 701-552-3181. Located on West McDonald Lake, your vacation awaits.
Back here, yourliveevent.com. Sargent County leads 15-13. Set number 3, looking to pick up the straight sets victory. Liliana Lee back to serve, and we'll get a whistle. They'll call it out of rotation on Lisbon. And so another point, make it 16-13. Lee back to serve it across again. Pushed over, we'll get a whistle, and they'll get a net violation on Lisbon. 17-13, a 4-point lead. Lee with a serve across again, now 10 service points. Pushed across, Hoff. Dug up, set, and the swing. Newstill to Cadoon once again. 18-13. Lee back to serve again. Broncos with it. Wortman over on 3. Too strong, out of bounds. And it's now 19-13. As that'll force another Bronco timeout, we'll take one as well. Set number 3, Sargent County leads 19-13 on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard on yourliveevent.com.
Milner Grain understands that agriculture is your livelihood, and we're committed to providing you with the highest quality of services to meet your farming needs. Milner Grain has a passion for our community and the farmers we serve. Milner Grain is locally owned and operated. When you're looking for a partner in the field, look to Milner Grain. Call 701-427-5284 or check out Milner Grain's app with current up-to-date prices. Milner Grain is here to help you and your farm grow.
Back here, yourliveevent.com. Sargent County 6 points away from a victory here tonight to advance in the Region 1 tournament. As they're set there by Lee, unable to be returned. It's another point, 20-13. Lee with the serve across again. Opp with the set, pushed across by Gilbert. Over on 3, pinballs around it, falls to the floor, and the Broncos able to get the side out at 14-20. Riot Wortman checking back, going back to the service line. Set, Cadoon blocked at the net. Back to Sargent County. Bogart sends it over on 2. Back to Lisbon from the back row. Wortman over for the point. Riot Wortman with another point. 15-20. Set number 3. Wortman with the serve across and able to get it over his Sargent County, back to the Broncos. Set is over to Wiltsey. She'll swing it across. Bixby the diving dig, and then Chloe Bogart will send it back over. Wiltsey sends it right back to Sargent County, and once again, Newstill to Cadoon for the point. 21-15. Side out. As 27, Mallory Bogart checking in. She'll serve at the net. Hoff pushes it across back to Sargent County. Bogart with the swing and hit the tape. Went back, wasn't touched by a Bronco. Point, Lisbon Broncos. Side out 16-21. 12, Taryn Gilbert to serve. Serve sent across. Set by Bixby, the swing. Cadoon for the point. (22-16, 18). Mackenzie Nagowski checking in. 2, Brooklyn Bergman will wait to check in. So 2, Bergman will check in, as will number 10, Kara Waletsko will check in. 22-16. 3 points away is Sargent County from advancing the Region 1 tournament. Bogart with the serve across and sent over by Schwab, as the swing too strong by Cadoon, out of bounds. Bronco point. Bixby checking back in. 13, Ava Adair checking back in for the Broncos. 17-22, as 10, Kara Waletsko will serve. Bixby set by Newstill, and the tip by Cadoon for the point. 23-17, side out, 2 points away. As 9, Lillian Webb will serve for the Broncos. As Carly Cadoon back in to serve. And free ball sent across by Wiltsey back to Sargent County. Set Newstill, and the swing across Lee. Dig there by Bergman, and free ball sent across by Adair back to Sargent County. Over on 2, Newstill, but it's dug up. And the hit across by Wiltsey. Bixby able to get it. It hits the ceiling. Cadoon, and then free ball across by Lee. Back to the Broncos. Set over, and the swing too strong, out of bounds by Wiltsey. Point to Sargent County. And set and match point for the Bulldogs. Cadoon with the serve across again, and the free ball sent across by Schwab back to Sargent County, and the tip by Lee, out of bounds along the far sideline. Lisbon able to get the side out. 18-24. 3, Bryn Wiltsey will serve. Newstill with the set, over to Lee, and out of bounds. Tried to get a piece of the white, unable to do so. And another Bronco point, 19-24. Wiltsey now with her 4th service point, into the net. Service error number 5, and it's a costly one, as that will do it here tonight from the MAC. Sargent County picks up the victory. They will advance in the Region 1 volleyball tournament. Your final in the Dakota Heritage Bank. Sargent County wins 3 sets to none, 25-20, 25-11, 25-19. We'll take a break. Our post-match show when we return on YourLiveEvent.com.
Market is located in the J.C. Penney wing in the West Acres Mall in Fargo with over 4,000 square feet of localness. Greg, Susan, Katie, Sarah, Melody, and staff are proud to promote the local products from North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota. Check out Mindak Market this holiday season to find the perfect stocking stuffers and samples of ready-to-go collections to ship. Stop by the store or check out their website at mindakmarket.com. That's mindakmarket.com to shop and order online. The Northern Cass School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Cass will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relationships, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Cass is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online to northerncasschool.org. That's northerncasschool.org.
Back here, YourLiveEvent.com. The Bulldogs of Sargent County advance into the region tournament, picking up the straight sets victory, 25-20, 25-11, 25-19. They will advance to take on the 3-seed Central Cass in the nightcap. We'll have our audio coverage for you on yourliveevent.com starting Monday. We'll get some post-match reaction when we return on yourliveevent.com.
Is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
Transform your space with premium painting, whether you're looking to remodel an existing space or add new construction from residential, commercial, and industrial. Premium Painting's team of experts delivers top-notch quality and attention to detail, on time and on budget. Premium Painting offers services from drywall, wall coverings, millwork, and painting. For a free estimate, contact Forrest Tritel at paintfargo.com or call 701-200-2797.
We offer the greatest broadband that anyone can subscribe to. And that's because of the infrastructure that we have been able to build over the last decade. You know, we're talking 10 gigabit per customer. That's the network we're building. There's days I think about what's the network going to be after I retire, where it continues to evolve. And if it evolves as much as what it has in the last 73 years, we can't even dream what it's going to be in the future.
Back here, yourliveevent.com. We're joined by our Enbridge Energy Player of the Match, Liliana Lee for Sargent County. And Liliana, first off, not really a question, but just congratulations on picking up the victory here tonight.
Thank you.
Just kind of talk a little bit about kind of how the match progressed here. I know obviously you want to win it in straight sets, able to do so tonight.
Yes, we started off first kind of slow. We knew it was going to be an intense match, but we ended off really good. Everyone pulled through. We needed everyone on the court, and we succeeded.
Yeah, just kind of talk about with that as well, obviously, right? With it being tournament time, just kind of what was the mindset, obviously knowing that it's one game at a time, right? Nothing is guaranteed after tonight.
Right. It was all or nothing. This could be our last game. We're very thankful that it wasn't. We're ready for a tournament. It was going to be intense, and our games upcoming are going to be even more.
Yeah, absolutely. As well here, senior here this year, just kind of talk about the growth that it's been over here the last throughout the season, that from you as well as your teammates throughout the last couple months.
Yes, we've made lots of switch-ups with new members on our teams. It's been very good. We've gotten more and more compatible with each other. We started off a little bit rough in the beginning, but now we're doing phenomenal.
Yeah, talk about that. Is that really that's what you hope to have, right? You want to be on that upswing. You want to be peaking right now at a tournament time, and are you feeling that that's kind of where you're at so far?
Yes, I think we're doing very good.
Yeah, absolutely. As now you advance here, keep the season live for a couple days, and now advancing to the region tournament, that second round. How exciting is it, the fact that you're you're in the final 8? You're gonna go to Kindred here coming up on Monday.
It is very exciting. I think our team is very ready for our upcoming challenges.
All right, well, Liliana, congratulations on the victory here tonight, and good luck on Monday night.
Thank you.
All right, Liliana Lee joining us here on yourliveevent.com, our Enbridge Energy Player of the Match. We'll talk with the coach when we return on yourliveevent.com.
Riverside Building Center in Lisbon, North Dakota is Southeastern North Dakota's premier building supply headquarters. They have it all from the basic home improvements to complete pre-built homes. Their staff is knowledgeable in every product they sell and have over 110 combined years of experience. With their large inventory to sell from and a fleet of 6 delivery vehicles, Riverside Building Center in Lisbon can bring the products to your job site. From a hammer all the way to a home, they have you covered. Visit rbclisbon.com today. Riverside Building Center in Lisbon.
Back here, yourliveevent.com. Our post-match show continues with Jenna Anderson for Sargent County. And first off, Coach, congratulations on the victory here tonight.
Yeah, that felt good. We've been, anticipating it all week, the what-ifs, especially after playing them on Monday. So we're glad it ended the way it did.
Yeah, just talk about how the match able to progress, right? Obviously, credit to Lisbon. They kind of made you work for it, especially in those first and third sets.
Yeah, you could tell they weren't ready for their season to be done, right? They were scrappy. They were getting after balls. They were giving us balls back that we did not anticipate getting back after what we gave them. but we just had the grit and determination. We finished it.
Yeah, absolutely. Talk a little about, a couple of the highlight players, really, especially, that new still to Kaduna, that connection here really paying off for you tonight.
Yeah, we had a little bit of a rocky start, and it all depends what you're doing in November, right? And they've found it. They're working together really well, and once she gets hot, she's hot.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's kind of one of the things we talked about with Liliana, right, is that kind of that uptick, that peaking that you want to be at as you enter November in tournament time.
Yeah, volleyball is such a momentum thing. Like from day to day, play to play, it's so much momentum. So as soon as a team they're getting that, there's no stopping them.
Yeah, absolutely. How important was it here to pick up the victory tonight and be in that Final 8 and keeping the season alive and getting the chance to go to Kindred and being in that region tournament still?
Real big. With the buzz that's going on in our community, the buzz that's going on in our gym, we needed that first step just to be able to breathe a little bit. Let's go next week and take it one day at a time.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll talk about the opponent in Central Cass a little bit, but how do you kind of manage Monday night, especially as it being the final game there after the 3 other games, just kind of how you kind of prepare for that Monday night and just that wait and that anticipation all day long?
Yeah, especially Veterans Day, so we don't have school, so we'll do some team things just to get the girls out of their beds, out of their houses, just to get moving during the day. It'll be kind of nice. Today was a little weird not having any volleyball before our volleyball, so it'll be nice to go watch the game ahead of ours just to have a little bit more of that normalcy of a regular night.
Yeah, and then briefly just talk a little bit about it, the going up against the 3 seed in Central Cass on Monday night.
Yeah, looking back, watching the game that we played earlier this season against them, our lineup's totally different, and even in that game we were playing close, so we're feeling confident. We know that we have to do things better than we did tonight, but we're feeling good.
All right, Jenna, well, congratulations on the victory here tonight, and good luck Monday night.
Thank you so much.
All right, Jenna Anderson joining us here, YourLiveEvent.com. Our post-match show continues when we return on Your Live Event.
From on-site farm repairs to maintaining the condition of your vehicle, trust the staff at Welton's Tire Service. They've served the Lisbon area since 1972, guaranteeing customer satisfaction and workmanship from farm equipment, tire services, and preventative vehicle maintenance. You'll find it all from affordable prices, free estimates, to their knowledgeable technicians answering any question. Welton's Tire Service is locally owned and located on Main Street in Lisbon. For information, go online to weltonstire.net or call 701-683-5136.
The dedicated staff at Wymer Auto provides service and repair on cars, tractors, and trucks. In addition to auto and truck service, Wymer Auto is a CarQuest auto parts dealer. Plus, check out their selection of Alto's lawnmowers or bring your Alto's lawnmower for service. Wymer Auto is also a fast sprayer dealer as they carry and sell sprayer parts and storage tanks. For shop hours specials or CarQuest auto products, go online to WymerAuto.com. Wymer Auto, located at 500 Highway 13 West in Wymer.
In a world of chaos, you need superhero-level protection.
I keep telling everyone they need to get the right protection for their lifestyle. Some do. We do.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. Get the right protection for your lifestyle. Go to IREinsurance.com to get a free quote and consultation.
Time to take a look at our final stats here tonight. Our final stats on YourLiveEvent.com as the Bulldogs of Sargent County pick up the 3-0 victory, the final on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. We'll start with the Broncos of Lisbon. Bryn Wiltsey with 4 points served as well as 2 kills. Wright Wortman had a point served and 9 kills. Bria Sweet had 1 service point. Emerson Schwab had a kill. Aubrey Opp had 6 service points and a kill. Cameron Hoff with 1 kill. And Taryn Gilbert with 4 service points. At the service line, they committed 5 service errors. For the Bulldogs of Sargent County, Chloe Bogart with 4 service points. Emma Bixby with 5 service points. A couple of them were aces and a couple kills from the back row. Liliana Lee with 12 service points. One of them was an ace and 4 kills for our Enbridge Energy player of the match. Again, life takes energy. Energy for life, enbridge.com. Carly Cadoon with 7 service points. 3 of them were aces and 21 kills for her tonight. Mallory Bogart with 8 service points and 2 of them were aces. Sadie Newstall added in a service point as well. And at the service line, they committed 6 service errors here for the Bulldogs of Sargent County. That is a look at our final stats. When we come back, we'll take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. We'll get updated on the play-in matches in Region 1 as well as Region 2 to preview what's going on starting on Monday on yourliveevent.com on our coverage from the Region 1 and Region 2 tournament. So we'll take a break. One final segment. We'll run down our out-of-town scoreboard. That's when we return on yourliveevent.com.
Since its beginning, the Central Cass Booster Club has generated and helped sustain fan interest in the men's and women's athletic programs at Central Cass High School. Through the years, that mission has brought in to also enhance the youth programs throughout the community. For more information, search Central Cass Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. That's centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Squirrels!
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Are you looking for your next vacation rental? Call or text Mason at Cleapguard Rentals 701-552-3181. Family fun, girls getaway, retreats and get-togethers. Call or text Mason 701-552-3181. Located on West McDonald Lake, your vacation awaits.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
Final segment here tonight from the MAC, the Milner Area Community Center, as the Sargent County Bulldogs pick up the victory to advance into the Region 1 second round, the quarterfinals, the final 8 for Region 1 volleyball. We'll take a look at our out-of-town scoreboard, as well as looking ahead to to Monday night. Again, on yourliveevent.com, we'll have audio-only coverage for you from Kindred with the game starting at 3 o'clock. Chase Miller with the call there from Kindred on yourliveevent.com, audio only. In Region 2, we will have full audio and video streaming from the Region 2 tournament up in Grafton. So we'll take a look at our results here. First, in Region 1, the 8-9 matchup, Richland, the straight sets victory over Enderlin, so the number 8 Colts advance. They will take on Oak Grove in the 3 o'clock match on Monday night. The 5-12 matchup goes in favor of Maple River. They defeat Tri-State in straight sets, so the 5-seed Maple River will advance to game number 2 on Monday night to take on the 4th-seeded Kindred Vikings. Other side of the bracket, the 7-10 matchup, Wyndmere Lidgewood picks up the straight sets victory over Hankinson, 3-0. They will advance to take on Northern Cass, the 2-seed, in the 3rd game on Monday evening. And, of course, here tonight it was Sargent County, the 6-seed, beating the 11-seed Lisbon in straight sets, so they will play the nightcap, the 4th match of the night on Monday night against the 3-seed Central Cass. Taking a look at over on Region 2, the Region 2 bracket. The number 8 seed Cavalier Tornadoes, they pick up the 4 sets victory, 3-1, defeating North Border to advance into the region tournament. They will take on the top seed Mayport CG on Monday night in Grafton. First service scheduled for 2 o'clock. 4-5 matchup is Thompson versus Park River Fordville Lincoln. Both of those teams off tonight with only 11 teams in Region 2. The 7-10 matchup went in favor of the 10 seed. An upset here as the Mustangs of Midway Minto, they go on the road. They are able to defeat Haddon Northwood in 5, 3-2. So Midway Minto, the 10 seed, advances into the region quarterfinals where they will take on Grafton, the host team, the number 2 seed, in the third matchup of the night. 6-11 matchup went in favor of Drayton Valley Edinburgh. The Titans, they defeat Larimore 3-0. So they will advance to play the 3 seed Hillsborough Central Valley in the fourth matchup of that matchup on Monday. Again, we'll have full audio-video coverage for you from Region 2. We will have audio coverage from Region 1 starting Monday on yourliveevent.com. Tomorrow, we'll have audio-only coverage from Kindred as the Vikings take on the Central Cass Squirrels in the North Dakota Division A state semifinals Saturday in North Dakota high school football. And also as well, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, EDC volleyball tournament. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you to all the sponsors that you saw and heard throughout this broadcast. Of course, whenever possible, please patronize these businesses. At the very least, stop on in and tell them thank you, as without them, this coverage would not be possible. The broadcast of this tournament game has been authorized by special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. Thank you so much once again for tuning on. Thank you to Vincent Sexton for running our camera. I'm Brady Siebels repeating our final score. Sargent County 3-0 the victory, 25-20, 25-11, 25-19. They advance to the Region 1 tournament. Thank you so much for tuning in to yourliveevent.com.